Come on. Stupid thing. Howdy to you too, my friend. Howdy. Howdy right back at you. Do not go outside. It's like 118 degrees out. Literally peeled the skin off my face. It's not fun out there. And it's only May. It is brutal. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. The humidity, brutal. That is not how you spell Dallas. I want to give a reminder to everybody up front to resubscribe and to also follow my YouTube. I need more people following me on YouTube. Now put my socks on. Now my socks are on. That's always so much fun for me to put my socks on. going to charge my watch thing. Okay. Get to figure out a name that I've used. There it is. Okay. You go AC Pen. What's up, dude? Great beard you got there. Probably hear this every day. I wish I heard it every day, but I thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I do like my beard. Taken me quite a few years to grow it. My wife will trim it up all the dead ends at times, but otherwise, it's getting to that point too where if I sleep on my stomach, sometimes the beard folds up into my mouth and then I choke and nearly die. So, not sure what to do there. We also had at one point I drove an Expedition with a sunroof, and if I was driving, if I was on my own driving, I would have all the windows down and the sunroof open, and then the wind would whip this into my face. And even with glasses on, or even when I wear my contacts with sunglasses, it would poke me in the eyes constantly. So I had to put hair ties, like 2 or 3 hair ties into it, which then was fun when I forgot that they were in, and I went into a grocery store somewhere on the road, and then people were looking at me like, why are they looking at me weird? Oh, because I have I have a pink and a purple hair tie that my wife always has in the car on my beard. And it wasn't like I did it real good. I just like kind of wrapped them a couple times so it wasn't too tight. When my youngest was very little, she used to like to take rubber bands and put them in super, super tight, and that freaking hurt. So there you go. Other than that, I'm writing trying to get it through a chapter of a book. What you doing with the words? I'm just writing them. At this point, I'm just writing the words. Are you also a writer? Are you a gamer? What's your deal? What's your deal, bruh? The young kids still say that. I think they still say bruh. Right. That's one way to start. It seems like the best way to start for me. It's all off the top of my head. My deal is Mario lore. There you go. I'm not much of a gamer anymore. I say that. I'm 54. I do play Minecraft a lot. Almost every day I play Minecraft because it is so mindless craft. Basically, I'm like, I'm going to knock this mountain down. And that's literally what I do. Oh, you write Mario lore. Even better. So I play Minecraft every day for like an hour just to get out of my head. And I also play Out of the Park Baseball because I'm a huge baseball fan. So I play those two games almost every day, but not a lot of time because my day is usually spent, hopefully, writing or promoting my books. Baseball, Cubans and stuff, right? Don't know much about it. I'm from Portugal. We don't do baseball. Portugal. It's very cool. American baseball. Although I play all the... I am running a season of Japanese baseball right now. Because I love baseball so much. I'm gonna tell you what I also do a lot. When I'm writing in the morning, I'll go on YouTube and I find I type in beach walk, and I'm like, I go to like Rio or somewhere in South America. I find beach walks with Brazilian chicks with big butts in thongs walking on the beach, dudes kicking around a soccer ball, a football, and music playing and the sound of the waves and all that, and it's very comforting for me. I live close to the water. I like always being near the water. I don't like going to the beach. I just like being near water, near the beach. And the thing that is cool is everybody's speaking Portuguese, and I don't understand any of it. I understand some Italian. On my father's side, I'm Italian. I know all the profanity. And so it's cool because then it doesn't take me out as I'm writing. I put it on my second screen, and I'm just listening to the water and people, and as this person is filming, walking down the miles and miles of the beach. And it is very, very cool. It is very nice to be able to do that. Sometimes I'll accidentally find one that's like from Florida. I'm in Florida, by the way. And I hear people speaking English, and it bothers me, especially drunk girls are like, I told that bitch she come near me again, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know what you're saying. That just takes me out, and then you walk past that person anyway. Same, I go to this YouTube channel called Artists to get inspiration for my Mario lore stuff. Right, not distracting, just background noise. Right. And then every now and then I look up and I see a woman with a big butt walking in a thong on the beach, and I'm like, you know what? Now I'm happy. There's Chad Hoey. We were just talking about Minecraft, Chad Hoey, or at least I was. I got a whole folder with bikini girls with machine guns. I know what you mean. Speaking of bikini girls with machine guns, Amanda Ward in the house. Excuse me. What's up, Amanda? Are you enjoying your daughter's summer vacation? Last week before. Oh, for some reason I thought they were already out. Oh, good. Are you enjoying your last couple of days? I'll be getting some work in. Not very productive this week. Still haven't started anything new. Sometimes you need that thing, that idea to bite you on the ass and get you moving. I've had several good days. Two. Last 2 days I've written over 2,500 words each day. I took the weekend off, which I think really helped. Yeah, not too late to start is right. Amanda is like a machine, though. Once she starts a book, she pumps out that book within like hours. She writes a book every 3 hours. I wish. She wishes. I took, like I told you, I took all of my ads down. I do it, yeah. I took all of my ads down. Facebook ads, Amazon ads, BookBub ads. And I'm not making nearly the amount of money I was making. I'm still making money, but I'm also not spending money. And my wife thinks that's a good thing. And she's like, "How long are you going to do this for?" And I'm like, immediately like, Saturday's the 1st. I want to run ads, but I won't, because I want to see how many months I can progress to not be spending more money on advertising than I am on getting money coming in. And even if I crunch it 100 different ways, return on investment is hard with it. Yes, it is. Even if I crunch it like, oh well, I'm looking at it and maybe I'm making more money than I think. I'm not. I'm not. If I just look on my Amazon numbers, I'm losing like $300 or $400 a month on Amazon. Now I'm making it up with royalties from other places and Patreon and Twitch and other different things, but it's almost like a break even at this point on stuff, and that's annoying. So I'm hopefully gonna try to run it through the summer. Summers aren't usually a big where I'm gonna get tons of sales anyway. It usually starts to dip around June and July and August anyway. So I'm hoping I can maintain. You make money writing? Yes, I'm a full-time author. 13 years now I've been able to make a living based on my sales of my books. Losing money, it's like the opposite of making money. And I wish you had told me that months ago. Yes. It looks good when you're like, oh, I'm making several $1,000s on Amazon, every month. But then when you all of a sudden you get the bill at the end of the year, it all adds up, and you realize how much you've paid in. I'm like, wait a minute, I lost like $300 or $400 a month on advertising by using Amazon, Facebook, and BookBub ads. I've actually lost money every month. Now I make a lot of that back on my taxes, so I do, but you can't do that every year, and so there's some years where I just lose money, which is not good. And again, luckily I have other sources of income with my writing. There's Mr. Frank. whereas I get quarterly royalties from several publishers I work with. I'll sell some short stories here and there. I got Patreon money coming in every month. I got Twitch money comes in every month. I do book signings. I do direct sales. I send books direct to people and make money that way. So there's a lot of other ways I'm making money selling my books. But it's I keep seeing all these people that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month profit, and it's killing me. It's killing me. And I'm not jealous of them. I mean, I hate them, but I'm not jealous of them. I'm just I want to be there too. I'd like to state emphatically that I've never shared Chuck Buddha's news. I can't even get into the many layers of that, Frank. I woke up, rolled out of bed this morning, saw your post, went on and saw 4 billion people, and I have my own private comments about that, which I will share with you probably later. But I know if I aired any of those things about the latest horror community kerfuffle, then I would look like an asshole, and I don't want anybody to have anything against me. So I will hold those thoughts privately. Wonder if I can make money writing an SFW Mario short stories. If there's a market for it, you got to find a market for it. That's the key. I write crime thrillers and horror. I make 10 times the amount of money on crime thrillers than I do on horror. It's a much bigger audience. But you got to find the audience. Oh, another kerfuffle is right. Another one. All right, got to scout the Mario fans. Exactly. See where they are and what they're spending their money on. I don't know what compels people who aren't involved to feel like they have to go online and make a statement. And it's everybody making a statement. That's the problem. This is between 2 douchebags and about half a dozen girls. And suddenly it is hundreds of people chiming in. And then what's funny is some of the people I don't follow the 2 people, but other people are chiming in, and then other people are saying, "Isn't it funny that so and so chimes in when we pointed a finger at him 2 years ago for doing this?" So I'm like, okay, now we're just going to keep dredging it up and dredging it up and dredging it up. Ugh. Always fun. Always fun. It's like my phone has no V key. It's like your phone doesn't have a lot of different keys. Sadly, I understand your writing now. Say they pay an editor and you still say that. Even though they were brothers and even though they were plumbers, they were still lovers. Is this a good premise? Trying to get the marketing right here. Is that an REM song? I think that's the song that Michael Stipe shaved his eyebrows and sang. You have them as being in love with each other. Some incest? Are you writing some incest Mario things? Plumber love is an untapped market. So true. Although no, if you go on any porn site, there's a lot of housewife seduces the plumber. My wife and I were watching alright, just don't have the brothers doing incestuous things, because that's what it sounds like. That's where you think they were still lovers. That has a sexual connotation. Last night, me and my wife were watching the latest episode of Catfish, the TV show. And yes, I don't know why we watch it, but I love it. And in it was a very, very large woman. Okay, and I like big girls. But apparently she was on a website, a dating website for feeders. And I'm like, what the hell is a feeder? So it sends up that she's a feedee and the guy is a feeder. And apparently it's a fetish, it's a kink, that guys like to feed women. Big women and get them bigger and bigger and bigger. No, housewife seduces the plumber who's also her stepbrother. Yeah, they can't be blood related. It's complicated. They could be first cousins here in Florida. That is true. I started Baby Reindeer last night. All right, Frank. Get through it so we can talk about it. So they, apparently this guy was spending like thousands of dollars. Of course, he's catfish. He's not really who he says he is. I don't mind to be fed better than complaining about the weight. Yeah. So this guy, basically this guy will message her and say, hey, what do you want for dinner tonight? And then he'll order like 15 cheeseburgers for her or something, or a whole pizza, whatever it is. And then she, a lot of times they will, I guess the normal kink is they will go on Zoom or they will be together. And he will watch her eat and get excited, sexually aroused by watching a woman eat a lot of food. And I was like, that's a weird kink. I'd never heard of that. And I like big women, but I've never heard of let me feed them and make them bigger, you know. Like unhealthy, like 400 or 500 pound women. They're making these women. So it's a weird thing. I'm sure it'll go into a story at some point. Feed her a dry salad and avocado toast. Yeah, I don't think that's what they mean. That is weird, right? Like, how are you aroused over it? How is that? I don't know. It's weird. And a lot of times they said that the dude is like super skinny. He's like 100 pound. This little skinny dude, and he's got like a 180 pound woman. And he's trying to get her to like 350 or 400 pounds. And apparently there's a whole dating site or many dating sites or whatever. And I thought it was weird. But so as I'm talking to my wife's a big girl. I don't feed her, you know, but she said when she was back in the day before we met, when she was on dating sites, she would get a lot of messages from guys and say, do you like to be fed? And at first she was like, she thought it was a joke. She was like, well, yeah, I'm a big girl. I like to eat. And then she realized, oh, no, this is like a weird kink. Like, dudes want to, like, fatten her up more and stuff. It was like just, she said it was really, really odd. And there was a lot of guys, and those were like on the big girl, the BBW site, stuff like that. There was like a whole specific weird thing on that. I'd never heard it. She was like, oh, yeah, I heard of that before. I wonder if Luigi would appreciate being a fit marriage giant chocolate logs. Dude, you're going into some weird stuff here, I gotta be honest with you. Feels like missionaries was actually weird these days. Colt Zero jumped in first time. Sounds like a variation of the inflation fetish. I don't even know. I don't even know. And I don't want to know. Let me put it out there. I don't want to know what any of these fetishes are. Chad says I fatten up the goats. So you're a feeder, and they're your feedees. But then you got to make sure you can put the goats in pajamas, so you can shoot videos of them. Maybe that's your video thing, Chad. Videos of you feeding the goats. Maybe that's got to be a kink for somebody, right? Dudes are weird. I guess women are weird too. You know, women are weird too if they're agreeing to that. Although, let's be honest, if I was a fat chick and dudes were like, I'm going to pay for all of your food, thousands of dollars for food over, like those people had been dating for like 6 months and he'd already spent like several $1,000s. It would be so hot if I could blow you up like a tractor tire. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, everyone is weird. Maybe if I say giant cigars instead of chocolate logs, it's not so weird. Nah, it's still a little weird. You're doing weird shit with the Mario Brothers. But that's just me. I'm not a fan of any of that either way. It's weird that women bleed for a week and don't die. Well, I guess if we want to get into that too. Can I be canceled out? You're getting there. You're really, really getting there. I'm going to share pictures of Chad. Always goes, not if Chad doesn't say you can. You can't just share pictures of goats. Even though he sent you the goats. Even though he sent you the goat pictures. You see what I'm saying? He sends you a bunch of pictures of goats. And then you share them with somebody else who also has a kink about goats. And then you're mad. Because that person shared it with another person. And then that person also had several goat pictures from 3 or 4 other goats, herdsmen, sheep herders, goat herders. And now the two of you are exchanging goat pictures. And now somebody figured out that you were doing this. And now everybody's mad at you. Even though Chad sent you the pictures. Nobody stole the pictures from you. And that's all I'm saying. I don't even know why I'm even saying that. Doesn't matter anyway. Ain't my fight. I got no horses in this race. Or, in the case of Chad Hoey, I got no goats in pajamas in this race. I met a Peruvian once. This is the start of a joke. He said, "Women are fine, sheeps are divine, but a llama is numero uno." Those Peruvians are crazy. So far, the only reader to send me news is Chuck. Unfortunately, that's not true. I have had in the past. Who am I to judge? Baby llama mama drama. I did tell you about the time when, hopefully my wife's not on right now, when a reader of another author who I had done 3 Apocalypse books with, he shall remain nameless, one of his fans lived in Tampa, and because I knew Mark, she asked me a bunch of questions about Mark and on, and then we started flirting back and forth. This is when I wasn't obviously when I wasn't with anyone. So there's many years ago. And she's like, "Hey, I have points in Daytona." And I was living near Daytona, for a hotel for a weekend. I'm going to come up. And we're going to meet. And you're going to stay with me in the hotel room. Spoiler alert, we had sex all weekend. We also went to Bubba Gump's for dinner. And at one point, we took a picture of us. And it said something like the guy's name. I almost said his name. "Wish you were here." Something like that on the balcony. And he was like, not that he was mad, but he was like, "I can't believe you're having sex with my readers." I'm like, "I think she's one of my readers now too." And she had sent me several pictures. She's like, I'm a big girl." I'm like, I like big girls. She's like, "No, but I don't think you're gonna like this." And she sent me a bunch of pictures, and I was like, no, I'm in. Does she like to use the word? Oh, Mr. Frank. Sounds like how we met. Exactly. And then she also wore a thong all weekend. And then when I got home, I realized she had taken the thong and put it in my suitcase. You know, as like a token. I've also had women who have, I don't know if you can see it, back in the corner over there, there's a vodka skull. The Dan Aykroyd vodka skull company. A woman that I'd never met, but was a reader, and I flirted a lot with online. This is between marriages and whatnot. She sent me that vodka skull and the giant boxes of M&Ms, one plain, one peanut, and she also sent me her underwear after she had touched herself in a Ziploc bag she had sent me. I was like, all right. So yeah, so at one point I had some pairs of ladies' underwear. I guess if you're into that thing, that would be neat, right? I threw all that shit away. I mean, I ate the M&Ms and I still have the vodka skull, but I threw all the underwear away. It was just not my thing. Hey, I got some weird kinks myself, but those ain't any of them. And feeding a woman isn't any of them either. I started saying to Shelly, that's why I'm so fat, because I'm a feedie. You're feeding me all the time. I'm not turned on by soiled undergarments, right? I think that's a weird, I don't know, that's a weird thing, although you do see a lot of women selling their soiled undergarments for a crap load of money, and dudes collect that stuff. Because dudes are disgusting. I don't know what the hell's going on. Those things are dead. Yeah, it's very, I did appreciate the M&Ms and the vodka, though. She also sent me something else. There was some other kind of candy that I had like mentioned once that she sent me. I don't remember. She spent a shitload of money. But I remember she had sent me she had mailed me the box, and then she said, don't open it in front of your kids. And I was like, okay. And then I had to go into the room, close the door, lock it, and open. I was like, oh, good, yeah, because there was also like, she had printed out new pictures of herself. Again, doing things with her underwear. I guess to show me, you know, it's kind of a, what do you call that when you get something, memorabilia, like a certification that she did this. Yeah, I am judging you already. Now I'm going to judge you even more. And so yeah, I had some pictures, and I had some soiled underwear in a Ziploc bag, and I think Jolly Ranchers. I think she gave me the giant tub of Jolly Ranchers because I had mentioned it like one time on the phone with her or something. Just weird. I remember I did a book signing in European Village once, back when I was still friendly with that other guy. And there was a chick that I flirted with a lot back then. And I think I was seeing the editor chick. Try not to use names here. You know who I'm talking about, Frank. I think you've had her edit some of your stuff. We've all had some of our stuff edited by her. Anyway, I was dating her. And this other chick was always like really, really flirty. And she was like, will you sign my clothes, is what she said. I'm like, yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm like, I don't know how, because she was wearing like a dark top, and she was wearing a like a little mini skirt, like a denim mini skirt. And I was like, all right, yeah, I don't have a pen. Like, I don't have any special pen or anything. I don't know where you want me to sign. And she's like, oh, come with me. And we literally, in the bar was also like a little kitchen in the back. She took me to the back in the kitchen, and she sat up on the counter, and she pulled up her mini skirt, and she's wearing white undies, and she's like, just sign here. And I was like, all right. And then she's like, no, don't wait, don't sign them. And then she took them off and showed me all of her stuff. And then she just tucked it in my pocket. And she kept her hand down there for a little bit. Not long enough. And then she laughed and left. And that was the last time I ever saw her. And I'm like, because I remember going out and saying to the other guy, and the other girl was there that I was dating. And I remember telling the other guy that what just happened, and he knew who it was, because she had been so flirting with me, and he was like, holy crap, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I overthought about it for days afterwards, like when I run into her again. And I really wasn't exclusive with the other girl anyway, and at that point I'm thinking, I'm going to bang this chick. And then I never, ever, ever saw her again. And I don't even think she's online, or if she is, who knows. Cold Zero says, imagine being sent a fleshlight molded to the shape of the cinders. Hoo-ah. I think that's possible. Maybe, I don't know if I would do that, but I don't think they make them that small. Get it? No. I don't know. I don't know why we're even having these conversations. I'm sure Amanda Ward at this point is way out of here. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go and try to write a story. I mean, the chat was already like this before I got here. Oh, I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming me for allowing this. I should have way better control over the things we talk about. Tonight is a date night for me and my wife. We are going to load up a couple of crates of books, and we're going to hit a bunch of little free libraries in here in Jacksonville, and on our way to Jacksonville Beach to Taco Lou's, because I'm going to get some. I'm going to get a taco. I'm going to get a scallop taco, and probably a mahi taco, and maybe one other taco. The tacos are delicious. I've written about Taco Lou's. I've mentioned them in my First Coast thriller series, as a matter of fact, which I gave copies to the owner of Taco Lou's. I don't think he read them, but he thanked me, so I guess that's something. I've written about 700 words, though. Somebody's getting plants delivered. It's 90 degrees out. What the hell are you getting plants delivered for? People, right? People. People. Tomorrow is I'm gonna be honest. Tomorrow I might be on. I might be on a little earlier. There's Nick Zinn. Finally. Tomorrow I might be on again. I have therapy at 3, and then I'm being interviewed at 6. So there's really no reason. And I've hit, again, the last 2 days I've hit like 2,500 words or more. And my goal is for today too. My wife isn't gonna be home till about 6, so I'm gonna get more writing in today. I'm also gonna try to take a nap. I haven't taken a nap in like a week. I've tried. I don't always talk about stuff like this, just so you know, but when it's called for, I can naughty it up with the worst of them. It's very good. Cold Zero, where are you? I gotta ask you 2 important questions. Where are you from? Where are you currently? And are you? What's the proper way to say that? What are your pronouns? Thinking about commissioning a cover for this Mario Revenge story, probably need a good prompt to send the artist, right? I would imagine yes. You also might have to look into what do you call it? Copyright laws and stuff, because you don't want to infringe upon something if you're trying to make money off of it. You can write all the fan fiction you want, but once you try to make any money off of it, you can get sued. Florida, I believe you said you are too. Yeah, I'm up in Jacksonville, Florida. Or as they say here, South Georgia. Jacksonville, Florida, where it is 89 degrees. Yeah, no money involved, just for giggles. Yeah, then if you're not selling it, then giggle all you want. You're further north than me. Don't know if I want to get in any more specific than that. That's fine. I'm not coming. I'm not going to come to your house. I mean, unless you lived across the street, I might walk over. Otherwise, no. So it's probably hotter where you are than it is here. It's 89 here, but let's see what it says it is. I always love that. Temperatures may be near the record high for today. That's interesting. Let's see the full forecast, everyone. So now it says 90. Feels like 94. The high today will be 93, which will probably feel like 97. The record high on this date is 96 in 2019. There you go. There's your Jacksonville weather report. You're welcome. Chat be acting funny for me. Like laughing funny? It's being funny? Or it's messing up? It looks alright on my end. Feels like temps are for chumps. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a good prompt if you're into whatever it is you're into, dude. Wish Tom was on today. Wanted to tell him about scallop tacos. on. I'm gonna wrap this up in a couple 3 minutes. I've written about 800 words. My goal is 2,000 or more. So I need to get to the bottom of this page. So what I did yesterday is I was on for like an hour yesterday, and then I spent the afternoon playing Minecraft and my baseball game. And while I was doing that, on the one screen I still had a story pulled up, and then if I had a break in the baseball, or if I was killed in Minecraft or I ran out of tools or something, I would pause it and I would write. I would do like a 15-minute boom and then get to the next prompt, you know, the next thing that I was going, next chapter, whatever. And so that worked out pretty well. So I'll probably do that this afternoon, since I have about 4 hours or so until my wife gets home. And I've already showered. I did not shave my head, though. I did not. But I don't care. We're going for tacos. So there it is. I want to thank the new people for coming and hanging in. You shower time to celebrate. Listen, Nick, if you knew, it's like every 2 or 3 days I'm showering. If that, at this point, it's called depression. It's called laziness. It's called I'm not leaving the house. What do I care? So like my wife has to lure me with, hey, let's have date night Wednesday. And I go, all right, then I'll shower Wednesday. I haven't been out of the house since last Tuesday. I haven't even left the house to go get the mail. Like literally have not left the house. Oh, I know, that wasn't sarcasm, yeah. Next page, Mr. Frank, I guess. Next page. So, and then tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow night I'm being interviewed on a podcast. And, what's this guy doing? And, I think my wife's going out with her sister and mother to dinner. And I was like, I'm being interviewed on a podcast. Can't go with you. I got nothing this weekend. Absolutely nothing coming up either. So, who knows when I'm going to get out of the house the next time. Who is this? Someone pulled into the driveway of Neil's. They backed in. And they backed in all the way. I mean, I got a bad angle from here, but it looks like, based on the shadows and the trajectory of the sun, is they are like half an inch from the garage door. Like if you open the garage door and it shook, it would hit the back of this car. Why are you parked so close to the damn... And they're parked right in the middle of the driveway, so Neil or his wife cannot pull their car out. Who are these people? Why are they on my block? Is there a free window? Look, people. I also have the what do you call it? Can out there. Recycling can is still out there from Monday morning, but I'm not going out there. So my wife put it out early Monday morning on our way to work. And last night we were supposed to put out the garbage, but I forgot, and I can't leave the house. I don't know. All right, everybody, I'll figure out who the hell is parking over here. They're just sitting in the car now. I don't know what's going on, but I'll likely see everybody tomorrow. Thank you to the new people coming and hanging out. Thank you for all the old people as well. I will see everybody later.